A state funeral shall be held and shall be presided over by the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, culminating in the former President's burial on Monday, 23rd June 2025.
Well, it's official now. An agreement has finally been reached between the Lungu family and the Zambian government. And friends, it's been a journey. But before we get into what they actually agreed on, let's rewind to what the family was demanding and hear from Akebi Zulu. Watch this.
Former President Lungu's settled wishes were that in the event of his death, those who never showed any interest in his welfare while he was alive should not be allowed to pretend to be interested in his welfare in death. His specific wishes and those of the family are as follows. 1. His remains should be repatriated back home in the same manner he had traveled to South Africa, namely privately. Secondly, his body should lie instead at his personal residence in Chifwema area prior to burial. Thirdly, in the event that he was accorded state funeral, his successor should not be allowed to attend it. Fourth, residents of Eastern and Copperbelt provinces be accorded the opportunity to pay their last respects, as these are the places where he was born and grew up. And fifthly, that Archbishop Dr. Alik Banda be requested to preside over the church service that may be held in his honor.
Then he also shared what the government refused to do.
The state had previously refused to have the family repatriate the remains using a private charter. The state had also previously refused to have the body lay in state at his home for the period of the mourning. Instead, the state had required that the remains upon arrival would be taken to Mulungushi Conference Center to be received by President Hakainde Hichilema, and that the family found unacceptable, and hence the protracted negotiations.
But after all the back and forth, the compromise has been reached, and here's what they finally agreed on.
A state funeral shall be held and shall be presided over by the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, culminating in the former President's burial on Monday, 23rd June 2025. The President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has officially extended the mourning period by 9 days from today, the 15th of June 2025, to the 23rd June of 2025, the date of burial.
And the following has been the compromise. Number 1, that the body of the late President Lungu shall be transported together with the family from Lanseria Airport in South Africa to Zambia on Wednesday, 18th June 2025, using a private charter made available to the family by well-wishers. Secondly, that following the arrival and receipt of the body by family members in Lusaka, full military honors will be conducted at the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, after which the body shall be taken to the funeral house in Chifwema, where it will lie instead. Thirdly, that the body of the late former president will be taken to Mulungushi International Conference Center on Thursday, 19th June, Friday, 20th June, and Saturday, 21st June, to enable members of the public to pay their last respects from 09 hours to 16 hours, after which it shall be returned on all days to the funeral house in Chifwema to lie instead. That the state funeral that will host foreign dignitaries shall be held at Mulungushi Conference Center on Sunday, 22nd June, and the body of former President Lungu shall be taken to the venue and returned to Chifwema after the event, where it will lie instead. That a valedictory session will be held at the Supreme Court grounds in honor of former President Lungu, a lawyer by profession, on Monday, 23rd June, to be followed by a church service on the same day in the showgrounds in Lusaka, one that would be conducted by His Grace Archbishop Alik Banda. That the body of the late former president shall always lie in state at the funeral house in Chifwema and only be taken away for the above stated functions during the day, after which it shall be returned to the funeral house every day to lie in state at the conclusion of these events. That the body of the late president shall always be accompanied by a relative, the aide de camp, and the former president's personal physician. That the period of national mourning shall be extended, and that the two parties shall always consult and agree on who speaks at all events. And further, to avoid the confusion that has been ongoing relating to the Patriotic Front Party, that Honorable Given Lubinda will speak on behalf of the Patriotic Front Party.
When you really listen to all these arrangements, it appears that a big concern for the family was who is around the body and where it is at all times, which is for the most part at the Chifwema residence. That's where the president's body will be returned every night. And wherever the body is, it is to be accompanied by people that are trusted by the family. So the agreement between the Lungu family and the government also clarified the period of mourning, national mourning, being extended. But what's interesting is one important detail that was left out. Where will he actually be buried? Will it be at the presidential burial site, the Embassy Park, where past Zambian presidents have been laid to rest? Or will it be at a private grave at his home in Chifwema? This matters because if it's not clearly communicated, we could easily find ourselves in another impasse and more confusion, when what this country really needs right now is healing and closure. If you missed it, former President Edgar Lungu will be buried on the 23rd of June 2025. Follow for more. You're welcome.